Guinea pig to become father to 400 after breaking into female enclosure. Bro pulled up to his whole crib missing. I've been saving money forever for a dream car, and this hamster already got his. A rat broke into an ATM, ate $18,000 worth of cash, and died. Googled best gaming mouse. Was not disappointed. Hamsters, peacefully die. Die the strangest, most terrible death possible. This is a potato. What is wrong with that coconut? Guinea pig. That's a chunky guinea pig. New York City rats drags donut across subway to share with rodent date. Sweet video shows. The best thing I've learned this week is that when squirrels fall/land, they land like superheroes. Imagine a rat using an airport as a cane. Imagine that. I'm thinking about it. Embarrassed because I'm walking down the sidewalk and the rat is just walking right next to me and it looks like we're together. Did you consider that maybe the rat is embarrassed too? A man threw a mouse into a pile of burning leaves. The mouse then ran into his house while still on fire and burned his house down. Good. Capybara on Twitch. What will he stream? He was banned. He said a variety of racial slurs. Crazy how beavers just see running water and just think to themselves, well, someone has to put a stop to this. I think I'm gonna be sick. Forbidden to play Dungeons and Dragons with the squirrels. Imagine how angry the rat that controls Gordon Ramsay must be all the time. But Gordon Ramsay doesn't wear a chef's hat, so where's the rat? My mouse got an ultrasound, and they had to blow dry the ultrasound goo off her, and she was in heaven. Our exterminator left his notebook at our house today, and literally, this was all he wrote down. There comes a time in every man's life where he must make a difficult decision. Why isn't my mouse working? Cause it's a freaking hamster. A mouse that went into Mission Impossible mode in my house. Why are they even allowed to drive? Red squirrels drive slowly. Meet the rat who's paid minimum wage to chew holes in this $3,000 t-shirt. Peak capitalism is not immediately knowing if this is satire. A study found that when sober, rats prefer silence, but on drugs, they prefer jazz. What do we do with this information? A local computer repair shop thinks they're funny. Alright, me calling my mum, telling her I got suspended at the nut-free table and yelling, "Bombs away!" The pact has now been made. Today I learned that rats become more emotionally resilient when they are taught how to drive a small vehicle. How dare you leave out this photo? I don't know why people are scared of chupacabras. They seem so nice. A chupacabra is a mythical creature that drains goat's blood in Mexico. That is a capybara. My hamster is on a cruise, so while he's gone, I'm going to cut the sleeves off of all my shirts. Why? He's pretty much 85% of my impulse control. When hamsters do that thing with their hands, you did not eat one of those. I showed my hamster this video and she's obsessed. If I turn it off, she screams and bites me. It's been 3 hours, please help. The fattest squirrel I've ever seen in my life just stole an avocado from our trash can. Baby chinchilla. For the love of God, someone hug him. One of these is not like the rest. Yeah, the one on the far left is, where is the rat? Bring him to me. As you wish. Transaction complete. Ratatouille? Haven't heard that name in years. Quite literally. This is what decadence means. Some Queenie photo today. I've never seen a mouse that looks so much like a mouse before. She looks like she belongs on a cover of a beloved illustrated children's book. Lillard, my 3-year-old baby, likes to lie down like this. 14 out of 10. Very good flat. This may be controversial to some of you, but Ratatouille would demolish Stuart Little in a fight, and it wouldn't even be close. Hamsters are hilarious animals. How is this real? No thoughts, just a hamster chilling on a table with his foot up in the air while nibbling on a cucumber. Old woman uses a marionette of herself to feed squirrels in the park. Move along, just a giant hamster, nothing to see here. Lily is still working on her renovations to Hut 2. She hopes to have the new doorway completed by 2020. I'm laughing so hard, I took a picture of my rat sitting in my sink, and as I took another picture, he jumped on me, and all I got was the lower half of his body flying through the air. They found a 41-pound rat in New York City. I want my rats to grow up with positive role models, so we watched Ratatouille together. Gravy was really into it. My cousin's rehab took in an abandoned baby beaver, and this is a PSA that beavers are, officially, the cutest baby animals. I wonder what my hamster will type. Free me from this prison. That is my life. Mouse versus rat. My office mates and I were arguing about the differences between a mouse and a rat, so I googled it, and there we go. The difference is a rat plays jazz, the face of a creature that knows nothing. Adorable Japanese hamster bread. Are you kidding me? There is no way in hell I could take a bite out of these. It has a butt. I would take these to PetSmart and just start eating them in front of children. When you get caught having a late night snack, it's like a monster hamster. Meanwhile, in Argentina, capybaras have infiltrated one of the richest gated communities, who have destroyed manicured lawns, bitten dogs, and caused traffic accidents. Disgusting rodent. Eat the whole slice, why don't you? Fat squirrel hate. So I was talking to my dad about Guardians of the Galaxy, and when I mentioned Chris Pratt, my dad sighed and said, I don't know how parents could be mean enough to name their child after a fried rodent. And I just sat there looking really confused, and he whispered, crisp rat. And now I will never hear anything else. Good morning to everyone, especially rat. My name is Ray, and I can't change it. Mr. Sandman, bring me a rat. Make it the softest that I've ever pet. I told my daughter, come here chunky monkey, and she said, okay fat rat. I'm so offended. Encoder rat versus decoder rat, how the internet works. Thinking about the Halo 3 rat. All art is inherently political. What's the political message behind Fat Pikachu? Look at this photo of my rat after I gave him pasta. If you see rats, you need to not be afraid. Please inform us. We will overcome. We are heroes. They are zeros. This is a rat warning in Hong Kong. There are rats living in your walls. Don't call me a rat, bro. When my daughter's rat, Wasabi Bobby, is nervous or in a new situation, he holds her hand for comfort. Rats in Europe in 1346. Since the voice actors of Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse are married, they have done the voice together during the deed. Rats will avoid actions that hurt each other, even if it earns them a treat. Texas squirrel harasses neighborhood, sends 2 to the hospital. Yogurt scientist. Damn, is it just me or are these mice kinda getting hot? Yogurt makes mice slimmer, sexier. After eating a raw rodent's kidney for good health, a couple has died from the bubonic plague. Some rare mice can have golden fur. Some even rarer mice can have waxy golden fur. Some even rarer mice can have wavy golden fur. This is a shiny Pokemon. This orphan beaver was raised by humans, had never witnessed dam building behavior, still knows how and has the urge to construct a dam. What genetics can encode is incredibly powerful. Studies show that seeing a beaver eat cabbage lowers stress by 17%. How to tell if your pets are starting a cult. Cats that sailed on ships until the mid-20th century to catch rodents had passports signed with their paw prints. Where are you? Your hamster is stuck. What? He's climbing the wall. Has he ever done that? Can he get down on his own? What? Building my hamster a whole Metro de Vinia for him to suddenly die in. Today I learned a researcher set up speakers playing the sound of rushing water in a calm pond, and beavers repeatedly covered the speakers until they couldn't hear the sound anymore. Please tell me how your hamsters died, because these guys die from anything. Mine disappeared for months, then came out from behind the fridge missing hair, looked up at me, and just died on the spot. Oh, to be a capybara surrounded by other capybaras, taking a hot bath with oranges during the winter. Who would win in a fight? Remy. I hate this debate. He's a street rat, and he would absolutely clobber Stuart with his bare hands. Stuart hasn't worked for anything in his life. Remy knows struggle. Stuart is a little bitch. I was going 70 and slammed on my brakes because of this depressed squirrel sprinted across the highway, but I realized he was the homie because ahead there was a cop and I would have gotten a ticket. Some heroes have capes, others have a tail. Guy builds an adorable tiny picnic table for squirrels in his yard. How to draw a rat. 1. Draw any shape. 2. Done. Wow, this really works. Kill them with kindness. Wrong. Rat attack. This bold Mickey Mouse just ruined my day. Rats can be taught to play hide and seek, and they squeal with joy when they win. Scientists have found giant 1.5 foot long rat that can crack open coconuts, photographed for the first time on remote island. This photographer took pictures of a squirrel smelling flowers, and well, now I love squirrels. The fattest squirrel I've ever seen just stole an avocado from my trash. I feel like everyone needs to see this very important picture of a squirrel being hit by a sudden gust of wind. It's April 13th. You know what that means? Fetch me Neil. Neil banging out the tunes. April 13th, 2006. Never ever give up. If you went to a bar and the bartender was a mouse girl, you could ask for a drink and she would balance it on her head and say, "For you, it's on the mouse." Me, losing my mum at the grocery store at 22 years of age. Man, how big can rats get? Rat. Rodent. Thanks. Mrs. Me Squeaks likes to nibble on my fingernails, but holds my fingers still to be sure she doesn't hurt me. If I say, ouch, she stops and licks the finger instead. She's harvesting your fingernails. She wants ivory. Darius painted his first art piece today. Rat slap. Rat slab. He's got the goods. Based on this very good boy, I want what he has. A little pumpkin. Beams an image into your mind. It's this one. What the hell? They shaved them. Me runs into the pet store and immediately gravitates towards the rodent aisle. Though nature might be cruel to you and humans even crueler, I will always see you as the light in my life. The guinea pig in the tank staring back at me. Throwback to the time where my hamster in The Sims owed money to the mafia. Time's up, hamster. Anyone seen a rodent around here? Goes by the name Hamster. Let them know that Don Land Grab is looking for a payment. If they want to continue to feel protected, I want what they have. He wants to play play the PlayStation so bad. Hi, welcome to Chuck E. Cheese. Everything is visibly dirty and our mascot is a rat. Eat some pizza near a sneezing child. Come on down for some rat pizza at a child casino. I showed you my rat. Please respond. My girlfriend's rat dog doesn't let me poop in peace. Crypt rat from old school RuneScape. You're telling me this guy's voicing Mario when you and another student see each other on the same Google document at 2 AM. This was for another video, but I downloaded it in the wrong file. A fond memory I remember when meeting Germa at PAX a few years ago, and I asked him to draw me a rat, and he said he had forgotten what a rat looked like for a brief second, and drew me this little funny guy. He looks like Ron's pet rat from Harry Potter. No one. Rat's in Paris right now. Bonjour. Congrats. They are in the cheese. Mice. No way. You had one job, Oliver. Me, getting ready to make the same bad choice, but also being a little more prepared from the last time it backfired. Florida man ordered to cease ocean trips with hydropod hamster wheel. Stop. Sir, what you just did is illegal. Bad mood is not allowed. So please smile when you're chill with everyone. 150 kilograms of acorn stored by a squirrel in a transmitting antenna. American fears of war grow. Tell me this doesn't look like a squirrel. Fact. Statistically speaking, at least one person on this train is actually 7 squirrels wearing a human suit. Don't be a victim. Try an experiment with photosynthesis. 1. Put 2 mice in 2 containers, but put a plant in the bottom of one. 2. The mouse without the plant will die because it ran out of oxygen. By performing this experiment, we've proven that you have some serious psychological problems. 4. Seriously, it was just photosynthesis. We knew about it already. Herbert died for nothing. New growth fir lumber is so soft I can literally gnaw through it. Take bites from it. And they build houses from this stuff. Disgraceful. So beaver-pilled. When you finish the ice cream and start nibbling on the wooden stick. Why? Why eat the capybara? Do squirrels take full damage? Squirrels, unlike other mammals, can survive impacts at their terminal velocity, which means no matter what height you drop a squirrel from, it will probably survive. Drop one from low orbit. At that point, it'll just burn up or freeze to death before reaching the surface. Give it a spacesuit. I think Biscuit likes his hamster bed. Rats who were trained to press a lever for food stopped pressing the lever once they saw it. What type of test is this? Poor rat. My hamster escaped, and we found him in the popcorn bowl. You've seen those pictures of harvest mice falling asleep in tulips. Today, I learned that conservationists recycle Wimbledon tennis balls as predator-proof shelters for them. Feeling cute. Might spread the black plague later. I don't know. My phone. Crying. Please, I have no more space. Delete some photos, I'm begging you. Hits download. Rat is short for Rat Thew. Nothing is cuter than Luca getting food on his nose. Thinking outside the box. I peed on the hamster. You swerve to avoid a squirrel. Unknown to you, the squirrel pledges a life debt to you. In your darkest hour, the squirrel arrives. 10 minutes a woman was crying over this dropped cookie. Now a squirrel feasts on her sadness. I've been feeding the squirrels frosted flakes. I think it's time I stopped. The best and worst rat of the week. Chris. Settled in really well with his new cage mate. Always races to the door to say hello to people. Worst. Maurice. Just a real dickhead. Squirrels always look and act like it's their first day being a squirrel. Best $4.99 I've ever spent. My hamster is a mix of several different breeds. As a result, he has patches on his body where his hair grows longer than the rest. And to keep him comfortable, we give him regular haircuts. But one thing we never change is the long strand of hair that grows from his little forehead. It's just a single long tuft of fur. All we have to do is give it a little spin and he instantly becomes a fabulous unicorn. When you get to sit next to your friend in class. Hey, this was originally a not safe for work gif. Who changed it to Obama with a dog? That is not Obama with a dog. Someone send help. This isn't normal. Wife stabs husband with squirrel. So they're finally here. Performing for you. I see a capybara and my brain goes, Cappy Bappy, and there's nothing I can do about it. Cappy Bappy. Cappy Baby. Just to clarify things. Yeah, I don't even know if this is a rodent, but it's fucking weird and it's fucking cute. So, a possum broke into an Australian bakery and ate so many pastries it couldn't move. This is how they found him. I live for this post. Do what you must, for I have already won. They are just super calm animals, so they're naturally great at mothering or just existing in a group. Mum-shaped. I didn't realize Splinter was a ninja warrior trapped in the body of a rodent. It just made sense to me that a sewer rat from New York would be a good fight trainer. Rat bastard is a really funny insult to me, because it implies realize that not only are you a rat, you're a rat born out of rodent wedlock. You get to live 100 years longer. Possums live 1 year longer. Who the fuck is picking rat? Culinary students be like, I got spaghetti due at 11:50. Culinary students about to cheat. I sure hope no one checks under my hat. You wouldn't ratatouille. I passed a building for what I assumed was some sort of pest control business, and out in the front they had a huge banner that was just a close-up picture of a rat with the words, Public Enemy 1. Superimposed, no other text. I got a picture this time. Oh, to be a harvest mouse living in a European meadow, munching on little flowers for breakfast, climb up a gate of grass and swing on a tranquil breeze enjoying the sunlight. Unreal. Eversicent. I am not okay. So you know my sister is a veterinary student. She said a little girl brought her hamster in because it hadn't moved for 3 days and was just sat at the side of the cage and wouldn't eat or drink or anything. So she asked her if anything had happened that may have caused it. The girl said yeah, he escaped for a bit, but we found him under the fridge. So they have a look at this hamster, put him on the table, and he's walking around, eating and drinking, all fine, which is really weird. Then they notice there is something in his cheek pouch. So they look inside and find a fridge magnet. It turns out the only thing wrong with this hamster is that a fridge magnet was in its cheek pouch and was stuck to his metal cage. My girlfriend and I were on the verge of breaking up because I would keep her awake at night with my constant mouse clicking. Not really a rodent meme, but whatever. Not anymore. Consider this relationship saved. This mouse is so silent, she will sometimes forget I'm even home and invite her lover over. He's a pretty cool guy.